AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Clock now on first down. He'll find Lindsey here. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football in town. It looked like, fortunately, the Broncos are able to recover. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Locke working out of the gun. He's got his big tight end fan. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the put in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Shotgun snap to Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, on 4th and goal, here's the option. They throw it out right complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Drew Lock on target to Jerry Jeudy. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, and look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
9 yards. It's 2nd down.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Broncos 6, Steelers nothing.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
7-yard line.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Able to complete this one to McLeod. Now he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-0, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the option, Locke will keep it. Incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Locke off a play action. Buying time to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger able to hit his target, Claypool. He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, 1st down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Roethlisberger going to get that to Ebron. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Locke. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. Now it's Locke. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be be third down. From the gun, block. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? But can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Being chased out left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 47 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Back to Smith-Schuster, this time complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On third down, Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Block now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Steelers 2. Brendan McManus.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
4 yards. That's another Steelers.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. interception. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent. Guys, man, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll buy some time right, and this will be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Forced out to his left. He'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. The kick by McManus is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. tight end, Fant. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Field goal of 41 yards.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after half. He's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right, yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He's back to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it.
Will be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Completion here to Claypool. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Open there right side of Smith-Schuster complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Ben to throw again. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Steelers 16.
And I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, as always.